Hello and welcome to a practice, an unusual perhaps practice in the sense that we'll be doing some asanas or some movements or positions that you might not have done before, so they can be a bit funky to get into. It's particularly focusing on sort of the shoulders, the shoulder girdle, maybe in and around the neck. So really take your time, be careful. You can always pause the video and check and go back if you need to. I've got some props by the side which might be useful, so kind of a bolster or a pillow, a block and a brick. I think the bolster or the pillow is possibly the one we'll use most. So let's go ahead and start. So some of the positions I'll show standing up, but they might be on the ground. So for example, the first one, we are going to come and lie down. Just to show where we'll end up, we're going to end up with a hand behind the back, behind the heart, wherever it goes. I'll talk you through this. So let's take our time. Just come to the ground, settle down. Take a moment to just sort of tune in. Enjoy lying down. Not sure what you've been doing before this. Just making yourself comfortable. And have the hands by the side of the body. I'm going to start by bending the left knee and placing the left foot on the earth. So I can just gently lift the left hip and slide the left hand up behind the back somewhere. So I'm aiming for sort of middle of the heart, but depending on your mobility today. From there, we can just let the back rest down. That might be enough. You could, if you wanted to, lengthen the left leg long and just go back a step if it's too much. It takes sort of 5 to 10 breaths, and if you wanted a little bit more, then maybe you'd bend the opposite leg, the right leg, and just let that lean in. So many options. Closing your eyes. Soft belly. Foolish breaths. About 3 more. Maybe a slightly bigger inhale, and pausing with the breath in. Last one. And letting everything go. Let's come out any way you like, or perhaps bending the left leg again, just to roll off the arm. And we'll just come to a neutral position. Any movements or wriggles if you need. Perhaps feeling some tingling or a flush of blood to the hand, the arm. And we'll slowly go to the other side. So bending right knee this time, just rolling through the right hip. So I've got palm facing down, just to reiterate. Might be different this side, so gently leaning back on your arm. You can always keep that knee bent. And explore, find a comfortable position for you. It will be different for all of us. Of course, sliding leg long, and or bending the other leg. And further or deeper or stronger sensation doesn't particularly mean better or more yoga. That's sometimes quite the opposite. So just look to find a place of relative ease, particularly through your breath, your eyebrows, your jaw. Perhaps a sensation you can breathe with. Maybe a little bit of energy on your inhale, but smooth breath, 3 or more or so. You're still with it, perhaps holding a last full breath in. And letting go. Of course, don't let me rush you or delay you, so just releasing when you feel it's right. That goes for all the poses, the breath work. Turning as and when to neutral. Take a few breaths with the arms sort of above the head. You could place the hands underneath the head, wherever's comfortable. Just allowing your body to assimilate. One more breath here. Perhaps just gently lifting chin to chest. And then we'll go knees into belly, little squeeze. And we'll come on up to seated in a moment. You might like to roll to one side or rock and roll. From there, we'll actually head onto hands and knees. So make sure you've got padding for your knees, could be a blanket, can fold over the mat. Sometimes this is a nice way just to give a little extra padding. From here we'll do melting heart pose. You can do this 1 or 2 hands together. I'll start with the one-handed, well, actually I'll show both hands, so knees under hips. It's a bit like downward dog on the knees. And then just bowing down. I'm going to take 10 breaths or so here, so if that feels a bit too much, you can just bend one arm and have it sort of across you, like so. I'll do that. But stay with the 2 if it's okay. Looking for relative softness through all your musculature. Just micro-moving, just to sense and find a place of ease, a place of inquisition. If you're in the one-armed version, then slowly transitioning to the other side. Again, just smooth breath. Sinking in. Yeah. As and when you feel balanced or like it's about enough, just slowly ease off. I'm going to come to kneeling, of course, come to seated if that's not comfortable. And then from there, take the third of perhaps 4 unusual poses or so. This one can actually be done against a wall. It's a really nice way to do it. The one we just did can actually be done against like a door frame as well. Just a really nice way to counterpose life, where perhaps we spend a lot of time in this position. So I'm going to do this on the floor, but just to give you the idea, we can kind of do this like the hand of a clock, many different positions, so hand against the wall, and just sort of turning away, opening the heart. You can also do it with a bent arm. Again, if you had a door frame, it could be really nice. Just looking somehow to open your heart. You can do it on the floor. So again, on the belly, I'm imagining I'm lying on a clock face, 12 points north, 6 points south. I'm going to put my hand at what, sort of say 9, 10, 10:30, 11 o'clock-ish. And from there, bend the other arm and bend the other knee. And then just gently kind of rolling over. And we're not looking to roll into the back or to get the leg all the way over. Looking for some kind of opening in and around the shoulder. For me, that's in the front of the shoulder, the pec. Many people feel this in different places. Another 4 or so breaths. So I sometimes like to come to fingertips with the hand. Just gently explore where your arm is. Don't go too far, don't compress, just feel and open. Last moment. And rolling back. Maybe pillow with the hands for a moment. And then we'll do other side. So again, 12 o'clock is straight up, sort of 1:30, 1:30 to 2-ish. Could take it all the way out to 3, but it's just really your choice. Opposite arm and leg bend. Can use a pillow for the head, or a brick or a block, of course, just anything in any way to make you comfortable. If it really doesn't work for you, then perhaps try standing up, doing it on a wall with either, it's very similar, either the arm long or bent. A couple more smooth breaths. And again, when you feel right, balanced, or it's enough, coming to center. Let's pillow with the hand. Nice little breath to neutralize. And then from there, hands on the shoulders. That's pushing back, child's pose, bump to heels. Little moment, one little breath. And we'll come to perhaps the last pose. Again, this pose has a probably more recognizable variation where you might just stand, hook just above the elbow, let the shoulder drop and draw in. I'm going to do this again on the ground, so you can use the passive energy. You can use a bolster for this. I'll show without and then I'll show with. And again, it can be 1 or 2 arms. So lying on the belly, you can slide the arm over, not so much that the body's twisting, but the elbow is roughly in front of your heart. And you could cross
both arms, palms up, and you can simply bow in here. If it's too much, you can use a pillow for the head. One arm option. Also, if it's really, really too much, we can use a bolster under the chest, cross the arm underneath. So again, just crossing in front of the heart. And then bowing in. Again, one arm could be forward if it's too much. If you wanted a little bit more, what works for me at least sometimes is tucking the toes and just sliding the whole body forward so there's a bit more weight through the arms. And we'll let the head go. A few smooth breaths. Last moment or so. And then we'll gently unwind. Take a moment in the middle as you like. And then we'll head towards the other side. So just crossing the other way. Again, just in front of the heart. So not twisting too far, keeping the shoulders forwards, the torso parallel, with or without the bolster. Maybe it's one arm this side. Sometimes we have injuries or differences to the sides of the body. And again, tucking the toes is an option to take the weight further forwards. And letting the head relax as much as possible, of course using the support under the head if that allows you to let go. Just checking in through the legs, buttocks, pelvic floor, hips, making sure they're relaxed. Couple more nice smooth breaths. And again, in your own time, releasing. Take a moment, any pose that comes to you. And I might suggest that you remove any props, just lay down on your belly and take a few breaths. And that's where I'll leave you, so feel free to stay, to roll onto your back, to maybe move through some other movements. Whatever you do, enjoy.